real consumption of Nigeria, because nobody can tell you. Some people say it's 60 million liters of gasoline per day. Some say no, it's less. But right now, if you look at it, by us producing, okay, everything can be counted. So everything can be accounted for. Most of the trucks or ships that will come and load from us, we are going to actually, put a tracker on them to be sure they are going to take the oil within Nigeria. And that, I think, can help the government to save quite a lot of money.
So do you think it's the right time to get rid of the subsidies?
I think it is, because all countries have actually gotten rid of subsidies. Let me give you an example. Saudi Arabia used to give what Saudis, the citizens, believe that, look, oil is our own God-given gift. So the government shouldn't charge us for it. So government were selling it at a very low price. But today, as we speak, gasoline is about 40% cheaper in Nigeria than in Saudi Arabia, which I think it doesn't make sense. That is one. Number two, our price of gasoline is about 60% of the price of our neighboring countries, and we have very porous borders. So it is not sustainable. The amount of subsidies that were paid, government cannot afford those subsidies.
So do you need the government to take away the subsidies for your refinery to be viable?
Well, you see, we have a choice of either when we produce, we export, and when we produce, we sell locally. But we're a private company. And yes, it's true, we have to make a profit. We build something worth $20 billion, so definitely we have to make money. The removal of subsidy is totally dependent on the government, not on us. We cannot change, price. But I think, the government will have to, give up something for something, So I think at the end of the day, the subsidy will have to go. But what we have done now, with the government, which I think I must really thank the President of Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu, very creative idea that, okay, fine, what, we will sell you the crude in Naira, you also sell in Naira. So now we are working out for the exchange rate. It's going to be priced, normal pricing, if crude is at $80, Brent, we will pay that price. We'll use an agreed exchange rate, and then we will also sell in the domestic market. What that will do is that it's going to remove 40% pressure on the Naira. So, because you see, the petroleum products consume about 40% of our foreign exchange. So, and then, it's like you have 40% of demand being taken out. So that can actually stabilize the Naira. That's one. Number two, the government will now know, even if they are going to subsidize, they will know what is the real consumption. Because right now, nobody can tell you what you are consuming. It's all guesswork. So that can help in terms of stabilizing the market. That can also help in terms of removing queues, because we have a lot of queues, and these queues are not there today. They've been on and off since 1972, for the last 52 years.
Here we go!
State Affairs with Edmond Obilo is live. Stay tuned.
Have you settled on a price? Can you give us a bit more clarity on what's going on?
Well, okay, what is going on, there was, it wasn't really a disagreement per se. NNPC bought from us this particular one on the 15th of September at the international price, which they also bought about over 800,000 metric tons of gasoline imported. So the one that they bought from us actually is cheaper than the one they are importing. And so when they announced our price, the guy, I don't know whether he was authorized or not, but it wasn't really the real price. what they have announced, yes, most likely that is what it cost them, including forfeit, including whatever, which they have never added profit to their cost. And then the other one is one that they imported, but the people don't know how much they spent in terms of the import, but their own importation one is almost maybe about 15-20% more expensive than ours. So what they're supposed to do is to sell at a basket price, or if they want to remove subsidy, they can announce that they will remove subsidy, which is okay. Everybody, will adjust to it.
But you're not worried, Rico, that some of the oil majors, because of their vast resources, can sell for cheaper?
Well, yes, most likely, because in business, I've said this in my interview before, where I said that I never knew that the oil industry mafia are stronger than the drug cartel. It's a big cartel. I will say this anywhere. The issue that you are right, they can say, okay, fine, to make sure that this refinery doesn't work, we'll keep selling cheaper. But right now, they won't be able to sell cheaper because they will not be able to take local currency. We will take local currency. We have the refining capacity, not only to satisfy Nigeria, we have refining capacity that is almost twice the consumption of Nigeria.
Here we go!
State Affairs with Edmond Obino is live. Stay tuned.
Yes, that's Dangote speaking on Bloomberg Television, an American television. He raised some points there. I'm leaving you to interpret those points. But there's one point I want to look at. He said Dangote refinery has the option to take its refined product outside Nigeria. It is a business concern. That means if the government does not dance to its tune, certainly Dangote wants government to remove subsidy. You will know why. As it stands now, it seems that NNPC is the sole buyer from Dangote refinery. Independent marketers are not buying from Dangote. Why? Why are they not buying? Is it that NNPC is saying don't buy? There is a reason. And it's due to that reason that Dangote is calling for the removal of subsidy. That means if Tinubu decides to remove subsidy, the point is that Dangote has confirmed that there is subsidy. The NNPC buys from Dangote at the moment, but NNPC is selling at a lower price. And Dangote is saying, no, remove it. Let there be food deregulation. So petrol will sell at a higher price. Somebody angry with Dangote? No, don't be angry. Nigeria's bluff. A free trade zone is a